Hey guys, it's Angelina and I'm back with another video today. This video isn't going to be as lighthearted as my previous video. It is a bit of a more serious topic, but I think it is important to go over it, especially at this time of the year. Father's Day is tomorrow as I'm filming this. I'm not sure when it will be uploaded, but definitely as soon as possible. And I think it's important to acknowledge that not everybody has a father in their life, whether they passed or just never really stepped up. I'm going to be going over different ways that you can spend Father's Day or just kind of deal with it. If you are not in that position, but you're watching this because you have a loved one who is, or maybe a friend, the only thing I really have to say for someone who isn't directly going through it is if the person you are watching this for might not be as present around this time of the year, or you don't know what to say to them, just allow them to have a safe space to talk about how they feel, how they're dealing with everything. Maybe ask them about their father or anyone who they considered a father who they may be grieving right now. So the first way to deal with Father's Day is to write. I know not everyone is a big fan of writing, but personally, this has helped me a lot. Just write a letter to him and remember that no one ever has to read it except for you. If you choose to have someone read it, obviously that's your choice. But for those of you who might not be comfortable with having others read it, or maybe you just want to let out emotions that you don't feel comfortable sharing, once you're done writing, throw it away, burn it, maybe leave it at his gravesite, maybe just crumple it up. You are allowed to write out exactly how you feel, and no one is entitled to know those feelings except yourself, unless you're comfortable with sharing them. The next thing is donate to something that maybe is associated with him in your mind, or something he supported. Personally, I lost my dad to ALS, so if I'm ever trying to remember him or just kind of acknowledge him, I donate to the ALS Association. You could definitely donate or even just spread awareness about that topic to show your support. Another thing you can do is either post one of your favorite memories of them, or just keep a journal of your favorite memories, because unfortunately, even if you haven't yet, there will come a time where you won't remember everything. I definitely regret not starting my journal of memories of him sooner, because there are a lot of things from my childhood that I don't remember anymore. And it would have been nice if maybe I had started something when he passed, so I would have more to remember and go off of. Personally, I think the most important thing that you need to do during this time is to allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to be sad, cry, be angry, be resentful. No one deserves to have a parent who isn't present in their life. But unfortunately, it's out of most people's control. You are allowed to feel how you want to feel, and no one is allowed to tell you that you're having the wrong emotions or maybe it's not appropriate, because only you can decide for yourself how you're going to grieve. Do not bottle up your emotions. I know for some it is hard to express emotions even if you're just by yourself, but you need to let it out. You can let it out through art, you can let it out through crying, posting about it even if you're comfortable, or texting a loved one or a friend, or just going for a drive to clear your mind. There are so many things you can do. I usually write about how I feel because I'm not comfortable outwardly sharing all of my feelings. But if you don't want to spend the day mourning, there are other things you can do. You don't have to feel bad for doing other things on Father's Day or the week of or anything. You can go spend time with your friends. You could maybe have a self-care day where you just lay around and do nothing. You could have a productive day where maybe you clean or do that project you've been putting off. You don't have to mourn or express how you're feeling. Don't feel bad for doing things other than thinking about your father, because you do not have to. If people try to make you feel bad for not expressing your emotions or even posting about him or even acknowledging him, they are not entitled to tell you those things. If you are angry with your father for leaving, don't even send him a message. Don't post about him. If you're upset about your father passing, you don't have to go visit his site if you don't want to. You don't have to post about him. It is really up to your discretion on how you want to spend that day in order to be in your best mental state. It is just something that I have had to deal with for a long time, and I feel like it's important to just add another voice out into the community of those who don't have a father. You could even use this video for Mother's Day if you don't have a mother, because it's really a similar situation. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Just remember that you need to put yourself first no matter what anyone says. You are the most important person in your life. If you are going through something like this as well, I'm so sorry, because no one deserves it. It's the most difficult feeling in the world, especially if you have to describe it to somebody who doesn't understand or doesn't go through it, because it's such a specific thing. But my messages on Instagram mostly are always open. You can always contact me if you just need to get things out. I'm not a professional at all in any way. I honestly am chaotic most of the time. What you're seeing here is a complete facade. I'm just trying to give some advice, but I will try to help in any way that I can. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye.